This is my current setup, and it is absolutely garbage. The chair is barely hanging on by a thread. The desk is literally older than me. It's super cluttered. If I don't use this foot pillow, then the circulation to my legs literally gets cut off. And let's not even talk about the cable management. And this is my YouTube channel. You may be wondering how the two correlate. Well, you see, I promised once I hit 100,000 subscribers, I was finally going to upgrade my setup. And so that's what we're officially doing today. But there's a twist. But before I get into that, let's officially start transforming the setup.
Chapter 1. The Search.
So this all started about 1 week ago, when I had the idea to make a little twist to the challenge. You see, I'm a cheap person at heart. I don't really like spending my money. So I thought, well, let's see just how much stuff we can get for free. So that's when I started emailing companies, seeing if they want to get their product featured in a video. And after emailing about 20 companies, we finally got some responses. And the packages finally started coming in.
Oh, what's your dog doing? Get my arm veins in there. What's your dog doing? This thing's so heavy. Jeez. Oh my gosh, dude.
End video. We got the chair, and behind the wall, we got the two boxes for the brand new desk. Probably starting tonight, I can officially start the setup transformation. The desk's so big, they had to send it out separate. Like they had to send out two pieces for it. Well, that's the chair, that's the desk frame, and that's the desk thing. Now, I know the boxes look kind of small on camera, but I consider myself a pretty strong guy. Yes, I just put that picture in to flex. But when I'm telling you these boxes were huge and super heavy, I'm not lying. But anyways, eventually all the boxes came in, and we could officially start the transformation.
All right, guys, so we have everything pretty much already here. And I want you guys to guess actually what we're going to be replacing the very first. You may think, oh, it's the desk. You know, the desk has everything on it. It's kind of the start of everything. No, it is actually going to be my old chair. Now this chair is held together by this. I have to use a foot pillow, you're not asking what it smells like, in order to not have my legs literally lose circulation. That's how bad this chair is. It's so uncomfortable. The neck rest, dude, like I genuinely think that sitting in that chair for how long I have, you know, with creating content has done like irreversible damage to my posture and my neck. My neck literally right now is cooked because of this chair, bro. And so the very first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna, first of all, respect to Jonesy, we're gonna take off the true shiesty, and we're going to change out the chair. And I'll tell you guys exactly why I chose the chair I did for my dream setup. I hate you.
So you may be wondering why I actually chose this chair over other ones. And it's honestly because I was just so sick of all those issues I was describing earlier. You see, as a content creator, I pretty much live at my setup. And having that old chair was genuinely doing bad things to my health. So the exact reason why I chose the C7 Max, well, there's actually a few reasons. Number one, the headrest. The headrest can be tilted to whatever angle I need it to be. And I'm pretty tall, I'm 6'2". So finding that sweet spot on the other chair just never happened. Number two, and probably the most important one, is the backrest. Again, with being tall, finding that sweet spot on any kind of chair just never worked. But this one has a fully adjustable height, meaning I can find that perfect sweet spot. And that also goes for lumbar support. It's automatically adjusting, meaning whatever angle I'm sitting at, I'm comfortable. And there's a few rapid fire ones. I can fully customize the seat depth. The seat cushion is memory foam, which means that I can literally sit in it for up to 12 hours completely comfortably. And the armrest, this is the coolest part for me. You can rotate it in many different ways, meaning you can find the exact sweet spot you want. And lastly, it has a really nice reclining feature. So if I'm just trying to chill and watch a YouTube video, I can. Not to spoil anything, because I still haven't assembled it yet, but as a gamer for long sessions, just for the few days I've already used this, it has completely transformed the way I play. So if you guys want one, you can use my code in the description for the best price. It comes with a 30-day return policy for a risk-free trial, 10-year warranty, and if it's out of your budget, then you can always check out their C5 chair, which has the same build quality with just a little bit of less functions. All right, back to building the chair.
Chapter 2. The Assembly.
So excited for this. I don't think you guys understand, bro. For the past 3 years, I've been creating content on arguably the most inefficient and uncomfortable setup imaginable. And this chair right here, oh, you can't really see it. Let me just... This chair right here marks the start of a new beginning. Let me go get my katana real quick. Be right back. Yeah, this is epic. Okay, that was really corny, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so apparently my mic actually just died right there, but I'll give you the TLDR what I said. I'm a very impatient person, so I'm assuming you guys are too. So let's just go ahead and cue the time lapse.
So while I get the build started, let me just say a few things. One, no, the chair is not the only thing that we're changing out. This is a complete setup transformation. There's gonna be barely anything recognizable from it, besides maybe my PC and my cameras. So there's a lot to watch in this video, including a little IRL section.
Oh, wait, they actually cooked. Dude, come over here and feel this.
By the way, I literally wasn't talking to anybody besides the camera, so I don't know how I thought you guys were gonna come over there and feel it.
Now that is the face I would sit on. Let me get a little, yeah, the cheeks like it. I'm starting to partially regret choosing the chair. Look at that headrest. Yeah, it's comfy. As the first thing to do. And I really only did that because I hate that other chair so much. But I'm starting to think this might be the most difficult and confusing one to start off with. So let's hope that's not the case. Dude, the only thing in here that could have scared me more than this was a freaking job application, bro.
Now, believe it or not, but FlexiSpot didn't actually pay me at all for this. All they did was send me out some products, so I can literally speak completely freely on how I want to. And me yapping right here was coming out of a place of literally nothing but laziness. I was just too lazy to assemble the chair. But I thought I'd just throw that little disclaimer in, so you guys know that whatever I say about them is not filtered. It's my honest opinions.
Honestly, not bad. Now, you may be wondering why I'm wearing these socks in my own household. And no, not because I'm afraid of you guys seeing my feet. I was playing basketball yesterday in some incorrect shoes when half my foot tore off. Do you think I'm joking? I'll put a little viewer discretion is advised right now, and then I'm gonna put it up. You got 3 seconds to skip. 3, 2, 1. All right, next step is just to insert this. If you guys want more IRL videos, let me know. Like if you guys want to see me go to like a LAN event and like vlog it, meet all the biggest pros, stuff like that, let me know. I feel like my content is more like personality based than skill based for obvious reasons. So I feel like kind of get away with doing videos like this. Kind of weird talking to the camera without like it being me streaming or like live streaming. So I'm just gonna start reading off some sus chats. Mizery, I want your kids inside of me. What?
I'm gonna make this very quick. If you guys want to get the absolute most out of your setup and boost performance, like lowering ping, increasing frames, and completely getting rid of delay, check out Miz Tweaks in the description. Over 250 people have already tweaked their PCs and consoles with our site, so it's legit. The link is in the description if you guys want to get the most out of your setup. And so after locking in, really just focusing on building the chair instead of talking to the camera, we ended up finishing the chair. Yeah, I really don't know what I was doing right here. I think I was just super excited. I finally had a comfy chair, but I don't want you guys to remember this, okay?
Chapter 3. Saying goodbye.
Now, before we officially say goodbye, there was actually supposed to be an entire IRL segment, but somehow over 30 minutes of footage all got deleted. And when I say there were some of the funniest moments on this channel in this footage, I'm not even exaggerating. But we still needed a few decorations before we made the setup, and so that's what we headed over to Walmart to do. The following footage is the only footage that actually survived. Can I get an RIP in the comments?
They know we're out here, bro. We got too much motion. They shut the Walmart down. Shut the Walmart down. We got too much motion. Chad, that's what happens when you hit 100,000 subscribers. You actually get a personal police escort to pretty much anywhere you go. That's why there's so many cops out there. So, the last thing you see before getting slimed out in Utah. So we're here at the Walmart right now, but if we're being completely honest, I don't know what I'm gonna get. Are you here to meet a 15-year-old girl? That's what it looks like. See what you're doing? It's actually very smart, but it's also dangerous.
I know this is happening. Thank you. What you guys are doing is actually very smart.
Yeah, that's literally it. I'm not even joking. That's all the footage we got. 30 minutes of the most funny stuff I've ever watched somehow got deleted off of both my PC and phone. You have no idea how mad I was when I found that out. And I literally spent 2 hours trying to recover it. RIP. But anyways, we got this nice little Spider-Man plushie for the setup. Now it's time to head back home.
For the next portion of this video, we're gonna record a video on TikTok. And whatever audio it uses, not a good idea, will be in the video.
How I look at bro when he puts his schlong.
I think the very next step in this entire process is to officially say goodbye to the table that is older than me. The amount of videos that I have edited on this table over the past 3 years, it's insane. It's time for it to go. So I'm gonna unplug everything and say goodbye. All right. This is it. Say goodbye to the old setup.
So while I was just packing everything up, I realized it had been a really long time since I cleaned off my PC and my monitors.
I know I'm not in frame right now, but PCs can get really dirty. I'm not sponsored by them, at least not right now. But Valor Gaming Labs, shout out to that brand for sending me this out. Pretty much baby wipes, but purely just for gaming like equipment and peripherals. They barely just sent it out to me. So this isn't really like a sponsor or anything. This is mostly just, I kind of like the company, kind of like the people behind it. How I've talked to them, they seem like pretty chill people. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably put like a link in the description or something. It might be an affiliate link if I end up making a deal with them, but either way, I like the brand, so a little free promo for them right there. It's not with me quite yet, but I have a brand new Wooting keyboard, like their newest series, getting sent out to me as well. I'm definitely putting it into the video. If you guys want to see a dedicated video of me reviewing that, let me know in the comments below, all right?
I don't think you guys understand just how big a deal that is, because I kid you not, my keyboard has literally been broken for like the past 2 weeks. So the fact that a brand like Wooting was willing to send me out a keyboard honestly came in so clutch.
All right, so desk is officially cleared off. I might have to clear the cabinets because there are some stuff in there and take it downstairs. But yeah.
And then after unassembling it and moving it away, I discovered something pretty gross.
All right, so just to put it into perspective of how old my setup was, this is how dirty it is after moving everything. And I kept it pretty clean. That means that there's this stuff that I've literally just haven't been able to access because the desk has been down there for longer than I've been alive, which is an insane thing to think.
Now, it ended up just being some old pieces of paper and some old pieces of the desk, but it still goes to show just how old this desk was. Time to get a new one in.
The real question that I have right now, really, with how big the desk is, do I put it against the wall like that? Or do I put it against the wall like that? I don't know. I think like this, honestly. What do you think? I think I buffer it a little bit so it's like right here. Give me a little room right here. I can put my little surprise right there. I think that's what we're gonna do. Finally, we can move on to the desk. We're gonna go ahead, open this up. This is supposed to be the base of it. This desk, the dream desk, because it can move up and down at will, which for my unique body type, which is 6'2", is a really good thing. So I was about to say, in theory, this should be an easier setup than the last one. That's why it's so heavy, bro. It's like a whole hydraulic system.
So while building the desk, I completely forgot about the most important aspect of any chair, the spin test.
I almost forgot the most The most crucial part of a chair test is the spin. Among hydraulics, a literal katana, I'm ready for the spin test.
Yeah, the moment I saw my brother charging up like this, I should have known something bad was gonna happen.
What the heck was that?
I'm gonna push you down.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
It's not gonna fall.
It's not gonna fall. Look at how wide the legs are. I'm very sure.
Are you sure?
Just keep me. So we officially have both hydraulics on, which I'm pretty sure is the hardest step of this entire assembly. Let's go ahead and check step 3 real quick. Step 3 is to install the pedestal.
So after trying to set it up, I decided I was just simply too tired for it that day. So it would have to wait until the next one. This day would be the day that the setup would actually start coming together.
Chapter DA, Flick a Go, BGN, Setup Day.
All right, so you may be wondering why exactly
Is the next day.
That's because I kind of gave up on this temporarily. So I woke up a little bit earlier before church so I can just get the table done and get it at least set up to where we have table and desk like finally facing the wall.
So after finishing the assembly, it was finally done.
All right, so we officially have the desk and chair set up. The desk is a little bit tall. I wish there was a way to fix that. Oh, there is. Look at that. And this can literally support my weight on it. W flexi spot in the comments below.
But it was at this point that I ran into a pretty big issue.
All right, so we actually did run into an issue. As you guys can see, my thing is just too thick, issue I often have. So what we did is we ordered a floating dual monitor holder. So it's gonna be like just one little pull, and then I can fully move these two monitors.
So I actually ended up not ordering it because I had a deadline for the video. So instead, I drove up to my local Walmart so I could quickly grab that. I ended up going with this one, and I know the goal of the video was to get everything for free, but it was only like 40 bucks, so it's okay.
All right, so as you guys already know, the setup is a little bit crowded just because it's more of like a minimalistic desk, right? And so we got this double whammy thing where it should be floating and fully adjustable so that when I am playing, no longer have this in the way, no longer have that in the way, so I can fully focus on just my peripherals being on the desk and these just floating up in the air. So it should be perfect, honestly. And honestly, I've always wanted one of these, so I'm kind of happy that the desk is a little bit too small because that means I finally get an excuse to buy one. Ooh, I'm so sick of putting things together, bro. Step 1 is completed.
Now, just a little update. FlexiSpot actually heard my complaints, and so they're actually actively sending me out a much larger desk. So can we get another W in the comment section for FlexiSpot? Please and thank you. Goated company.
All right, so we got the arms attached and pretty much dialed in. Next is just to plug everything back in and then make it look nice and neat. All right, boys, so the setup is pretty much officially done. There is a few more things right down there. There is a lot of cables. So I found this thing on Amazon that I'm gonna order. Hopefully get all that messy cables fixed. But one thing I really love about this desk, I can have it like at multiple settings. So like, let's just say like this is how I want it when I'm sitting. I can just hit this and it's automatically gonna shift to my standing height. Like this is kind of just what it is without any kind of decorations, without cleaning up the cable management. But yep.
Finally, my Wooting keyboard came in and just a few other random items. But I actually decided that it wouldn't be fair to Wooting just to throw the review in at the end of the video. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make a brand new video of me trying it out. Comment the word Wooting if you want to see that.
All right, boys, so we officially have the rest of the equipment here. We got the Wooting 80 Hertz keyboard. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want a dedicated video to that. We got a light, and we do have something to take care of all of the gross, yucky cables down there. All right, so first and foremost, this right here, I think this is gonna help add a lot of personality to the setup. It's just like a nice little backlight. Hopefully it's not too small. All right, so I got it all set up, and honestly, I don't know if I really like it or not. I'll have you guys vote in the comments whether or not I should keep it. Oh yeah, and then also I forgot about this one right here. This is a cord holder, so that should help. And then lastly, we're gonna put in the wooding, and we're not gonna really try it yet. I don't have a chance to really use it quite yet. All right, so we got the vertebrae thing installed. The goal is to get all the cords into that vertebrae so that there's no more internal just clump right there. Unfortunately, that does mean that I'm going to have to unplug literally everything and then replug it all back in. So cue the time lapse.
This was probably the most annoying process of this entire video. Unplugging and replugging everything in, but feeding it through this little vertebrae thing. I got this one in particular purely because it moves up and down with the setup, and it's made just for standing desks. And after I finished it, I honestly really liked it.
All right, so that is it for the setup video. I definitely still need to decorate it a little bit, but other than that, I'm very happy with how this came out. I know it looks small, but trust me, this is 10 times better, 10 times more comfortable. Let me know how I should decorate it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.